Hello, dear friends. Another Wednesday with wisdom, embodying energy, embracing seasons. And together with Sam, we are welcoming Alexandra, someone that I have the honor to have in my life as a friend, as a collaborator, as a many, many things, as a magician that I get inspiration from. And yeah, as I said, we know each other, I think, more than 4 or 5 years. We share our voices in books. We have created programs together. Like last year, we created a beautiful cocoon with Chrysalis and another friend of us, Anna Jael. So it's a great, great honor, and I feel humble and grateful to have you here together with us in With Wisdom. And now, Alexandra, I let you, from your own voice, to introduce yourself in the way you are willing to step into this space. Thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you very much for the invitation, Gabby. Hello, Sam. It's nice to meet you. I've been following your recordings and I like the work you do. So thank you for opening this space for people that want to grow. And who am I? I'm a curious person, and
We like curious people.
I am curious and I am in the healthy way, like curious for life, for experience, and also very passionate for things I do. When I like something, I want to have it and to explore it and to share it. And long time, my passion was my family. I raised 3 children long time ago. They're all adults. I have a little granddaughter. I love her and I learn a lot of her. You can learn so much from children. And my passions have been leading me to places I avoided at the beginning. It's very curious how life brings you to the spots you have to be. And every time I reflect, I think, okay, I want to do things because I think I want to do them, but it's life shifting me from here to there. Sometimes it's a little bit, it's not so nice, but if you are away from the path life wants you to live, it has to help a little bit stronger. So I was exploring. Well, I was formed in education. Yes, I have I'm how I say, kindergartner, you would say in former times, but nowadays you can do everything in education with this studies, and then specialized in the rehabilitation of blind and partially sighted people. And I loved that work, and it taught me a lot because what you do when you have a blind person, you have a lot of techniques, and these techniques are proven, like you can repeat them, but every person is different. Every blind person have different experiences and already collected different tools or ways to do their stuff. So what you do with your tools, or what I did, is always show me how you, let's say, how you peel potatoes. Let's say something very simple, yeah? Or how do you find the organization with your papers, or how do you move in a room? And sometimes this person had already very good tools there. The first thing was they have to be safe. Second, they have to be like, you can repeat them every time. So it's a certain things and some categories you have to go through. And so I learned to see what is there and what can I take, what you already develop for yourself, and then what can I offer you and how can we match so your way. So it's a lot of respect of what this person has already found out for him, herself, and what can you help. Because on education, the way I learned education was, we know what you have to do, we know what you have to learn, and I show you how it is. So I had there a little shift in perception how
Love it.
to
Mhm.
be. And we also talked about partners. It was my rehab partner. So I was not the teacher and the student, but it was a partner. So you leveled it up, yeah.
Mm.
And then a lot of observation I learned, a lot of waiting, things happen. So it's a lot of experience I collected there. It was a really, really, really
And then where did you go from there? Because you sound like
yeah,
you're on a little pathway here that you're sharing.
yeah. I'm sharing this because I
It's
want
important.
to validate this part
Mm,
of my
mm,
experience, no, of my knowledge, my experience. And then I studied Tai Chi. And that was a crazy time when I started with Tai Chi because I was running as a wife, as a house keeper, as a mother from one part
mm.
to the other, like many do. And first I had a resistance because a friend said, this is good for you and for your asthma. And I said, oh no, this slow things and nothing happens. And what could I have done in this 1 hour? But my body said, yeah, we're back. And it was so clear and was so loud as if you would say it to me. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was no doubt. I said, okay, some people paint, others stick stamps and collect stamps and coins. And well, you will stay there and do nothing because it felt for me like doing nothing,
Mm.
very slow movements. And it was great. And then I jumped in and had a big passion. And my teacher noticed, okay, you have to taught this new one. So I'm just started 1 month before them. Yeah, you don't. So he saw my qualities. So unfortunately, he taught me a lot. I was his senior assistant. And I learned a lot about doing nothing.
Mm,
And there was one day I was practicing, very fascinated. And it was incredible because the difficult part in Tai Chi is when you shift from one position to the other. It's always in life. The shift is difficult, the
yeah.
movement from one to the other. So, and suddenly I felt like I didn't do that. It did it with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I was moved. It was so, and I think this is when you're so aligned,
Mm-hmm.
it happens by itself. I can't explain it better.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I have to talk to ChatGPT.
No, chat to us instead. This sounds beautiful. So I love that. So
It,
supportive partner, Tai Chi
yeah.
teacher.
And then I continued because I'm curious.
Yes.
And life brought me to a space that was very hurtful for me. That was my separation, even though I induced it somehow because I thought, well, if we go a little bit apart, maybe we find each other again. This didn't
Mhm.
happen. We find other paths. And I said, okay, I want to see how slowness and sexuality works, and Tantra is a space for that. And it was a big school. It was a really, really, really big school. And I noticed there is a huge world behind nothingness, behind doing nothing. So staying quiet and calm. So silence and calmness opens a huge world.
Mm-hmm.
And I continued studying and practicing Tantra. I was giving massage, the tantric massage you can how to say have appointments for, and I loved it, and I loved it really. And I noticed what I said to the clients. I said, there is a point where I leave my brain on a shelf. So
Mm-hmm.
we're talking, I having my brain here, but then when I am offering you a massage, my brain will not be there. I don't know why, but my body and my hands know.
Mm,
I have a huge wisdom in my hands. I don't know, maybe from former times, former lives, I don't know. And my friends, when I had an accident, I had to stop the massage. I had an accident with my hand. And then my friend said, why are you not going back? Because you were so happy that time and you were so full of spirit. So it must be something that I had to do. And I learned really, really, really a lot there. And I'm very thankful for being able to give these massages. And I had to learn a lot about myself, because like, I don't know how you grew up, Sam, but I know that many people grew up similar to me, like having patterns, having ideas, and we are like very, very mentally driven. It was.
Yeah, absolutely.
I said I had situations where my belly was saying, no.
No.
It was like so, and my head said, shh, silence down there. I know we have to do it like this. So many times, because I didn't learn the lesson, I had to, take decisions. I took decisions from my brain, and they were never the right ones. Never, never. So I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexandra, you've shared so many things already, and I'm like, oh, but there's so many things I want to kind of tease out. And
Go.
it's like a beautiful kind of journey that you've taken that has led you to where you are now, and it sounds like you have a wealth of wisdom to share with us. So thank you. And I also just want to say hello to everybody, because I think I've said hello, because I've been completely drawn into your wonderful experiences of your life. So many things there that I hope you're going to elaborate on. We have, as normal, 2 questions that we ask.
But before we jump, sorry to interrupt you. Listening to Alexandra, as I said, we know each other, but I just wanted a little bit in the thread we have been sharing in our previous videos and in this context of with wisdom and the elements and all these things. So I was listening to you, and it's so beautiful to see the common thread in your life, no? Because it's about relationality.
Absolutely.
And some you went from this relationality from in this sense, no, and up, and here I'm teaching you something in this sense, like from up, I'm telling you from outside, from a very, like you said, very brainy, very in a structure. I tell you what to do. Then you went to a situation with someone that apparently doesn't have all the senses.
Yeah.
But when I was listening to you, it's the beauty of how you already see what you already have in your life, the inner fire. Right now we are in fire season in at least from the Chinese point of view in the summer in the northern hemisphere, and it's this inner fire. No, how do I find? You can maybe not use your eyes, but how do I find? And you said then you went to partnership, and then when you go to it's my interpretation. No, it's not wrong or right. Is what evoke or emerge from listening to you. And then when you go to this Tai Chi and you allow the time, no, to catch up, then your body catch up with you, your embodied experience, no, and what is feeling your body, which allows to realize what you said. Sometimes we just
we live up here.
not only about here, but also all the ideas we have about the world that are not even ours sometimes, no, from society and everything. And then you start to listen to your body, and then the relationship with yourself, but with the others from the enjoyment of the body, right? In the Tantra and sexuality is the capacity for me. I have not practiced Tantra, but sexuality, yes. So in this sensuous experience, no, and that's also fire, this ability to be in the world in the summer. And we think in the summer we are very much outside, but it's important to be in this inside that you said from the Tai Chi, and this settled that you can really savor life. No, so that's what emerged for me. So thank you, Alexandra. Now, sorry, I just wanted to see how it's fascinating. No?
We're going to constantly do this, and I hope this is okay with you. But
Yes.
what Gabby said in a nutshell, as well as everything that you've shared. And we're in July, and it's like the height of summer. And we have been talking and sharing with the previous videos around this sort of voice in the heart, the fire inside, which I think is the reason why we've invited you to be here, because it fits so perfectly, the work that you do, with this sort of July height of summer season. So my first question is, what wisdom do you draw on for your work?
Wow. You know, I started mm, let's say differently. I'm very unconcentrated and very
Okay.
curious. You would say ADHD or something.
Mm.
I have HD, a lot of them. You know? So I'm very easy to get distracted. But this distraction brings me also to look here, look there. When I want to clean something up and I have 3 papers, afterwards I have 20 because I find every word interesting and I search there, I search there, I search there. So I have a lot of sources for my wisdom.
Mm.
That's what I want to explain.
Mm.
Because I think I didn't want to follow just one guru, you know. This is the person that has their knowledge, their wisdom,
Yeah.
but I pick up from many sources and they combine with my experience, with the results I have with the work I do, and preparing for this moment, I said, okay, and what is the main, you know, what is the conclusion you take of all this jumping from one to the other and the next one? Because I studied more things than I already told you. And it is, it's the silence.
Oh, wow.
It's the silence. It's to get calm. You know, with all the things I collected, no, I'm not calm since I'm a 3-year-old girl or a 15-year-old young woman. I'm moving and moving, but to get the best of all what I collected, I need to stay still and get calm. So I think that's why I was so good at Tantra massage, for example, yeah, or as a Tai Chi teacher, because the things I was doing, and maybe I had to do it that way in that path, is to experience being at the moment, in the here and now. Just stay still and do nothing. And if you can, think nothing. And as these things are my passion to touch, I love to, I need to touch the world to understand the world, you know. And all the spiritual worlds, I understand it by staying still and letting penetrate me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You use the way you're using your hands almost, it's like, you know, you're almost feeling.
Yeah.
I can sense that you're feeling this stillness and depth here. And you pulled your hands towards your heart.
Completely. And you need, and I think this is not the old thing. This old thing we will still need and maybe more, because we are away from using our hands. We have so much machines. Nobody washes the clothes by hand, for example. And we are very quick in the shower and we don't touch ourselves, or like sensing and having this wisdom of ourselves, connecting ourselves. And sometimes when I begin meditations with the people, I first let them touch so they embody themselves. No, they connect with the body. So, and if I can, how I say, add what I said before, what I've been studying, the part of the coaching, you know, I think I have to make a list with what I've been learning. This BioNeuroEmotion, where I have the person in front of me that comes with a problem, you know, I don't know, anything, like my boss does not recognize me or whatever. This is the problem. the answer, I don't have the answer. The answer is in the person.
Clearly, yes. The answer
So
is within us.
how do I get to help the person to connect is by connecting me with myself, to being still, to sense, so I can go and I don't know if it's empathy, it's something else. I don't find a word for it, but
So
I
I would say presence. It's about finding that real presence for
yeah, and
you.
to
And in
go
terms of the coaching world, I would say it's presence within ourselves, and it's that
and
complete trust that you seem to have within you to
yes,
be
and
still.
And
yes,
for me comes resonance, no? When you find your
yeah,
Rest.
person, there's something that,
exactly.
because it's also what happened when you see a piece of art, right? Or at least it's my experience when you see something that really moves you, no? Or when you listen to a music that really moves you, it's because something is resonating.
So
Now
there's
how I can
I'd say maybe
explain.
it's both.
Mm.
I can explain it now what I want to say.
Mhm.
It's like you have to be still, but you will enter the same space with a person
Mm,
who comes with a question.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it, nothing, but if you go and you resonate, it happens with the musicians, for example, with jazz players that are very spontaneous. Their heartbeats go the same rate at a certain point. And
mm,
then you have to yeah, then you're connected, and then the answers come, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, let me 1 second to go to the stupid bell, and I will be with you because I have to resonate with that, and I
Yes.
see you again.
Fine. Go, go,
Use your
go.
bell. So, yeah, I mean, the time Alexandra is resonating with the bell, I feel it's all this what we have been talking, no, in the sense of is this inner fire, no. When you are connected
Mm,
with your fire, you remember. For me, what you're telling or sharing evokes this shared humanity, no, and shared this shared space in the energetic space that we all have somehow with all living beings. And when you are doing your work in this silence and presence, you can enter this space where you can connect from heart to heart, right?
I'm going to pick up on the musician piece because actually it's almost though it's like in an orchestra when everybody's tuning up.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that we're a group of people together, but then we have to be one. So for us, it is yes, we're feeling whatever it is for them, and we're still in ourselves in
Mm-hmm.
terms of our own presence.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the attuning, it's the sort of like synchronizing. It's synchronizing the energetic waves so that we are with them, and that synchronization. It's like when a musician will join the group and then they make that beautiful music. And I think that's what we do when we're in that fully present mode with our clients, all of us, and we're kind of with them, we're synchronizing with them, and then they're able to share without any blocks. Is that landing with you?
Yes, yes. So you are in the same space, and you can hold the person, and it doesn't matter if it's massaging a person, because that's why my hands know they can read, they bring my body into this. I leave my brains having a siesta somewhere, and also with the client, or also with Tai Chi. So you can have it at the bodily level, because as a senior assistant, or as a not senior assistant, my teacher often said, "Oh, can you take care of the frozen shoulder of this student? Make this exercise." And I did something with the hips, but I didn't think about that. I don't know why I went to the hips, but somehow there was this connection, this openness. I don't know what happened. Show me. Or I had to with the blind people. I had people that had severe difficulties, many difficulties, as also let's say self-hurting, self-aggression,
Yeah.
whatever. And I remember sometimes I went crying to a friend first have a coffee, then to my client, and then came back to my friend because it was a very far way to go. And so I said, okay, having a friend it's okay. And I was crying. I don't know what I'm going to do. I didn't prepare my class and blah, 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 blah. And off I went to my client that was really has, I think, about 7 issues, discapacities. And it was such a good intervention together, because I went and said, I'm sorry, I didn't prepare myself for today. What do you want? And I offered
Right, lovely.
things, you know? And then
Yeah.
I came back and I was telling everything I did. And at the third time I was crying at the first coffee with my friend. She said, didn't you notice that your best sessions were when you didn't know what to do? Because I didn't want to impose anything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And that's the best coach. That's the best coach, is when you are supporting the client to find the answers within them, which is, and use the resources that they've had, which is clearly what you were doing.
exactly. I did it on this was my first experience, you know, without knowing coaches work like this. But this is very, very visible, because you have a person that, is no, like, has no capacities and is self-aggressive, So, it's nice. It's nice because on this path, I learned to know myself better. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to go.
Alexandra, I have only just met you today. I know you know Gabby very well, and
Yeah.
but there is definitely that stillness around you. And you're in a different country, we're different cities, but there is a stillness that I'm sensing from you, which I'm really enjoying. So there's something, clearly, it's a gift that you're sharing.
Well, happy you see that, because when I talk, I start to move my hands.
No, I still see the stillness.
All my body is going up and
Yeah.
down.